Violator Radio Uncut. 2 hours of the hottest hip hop and R&B live from the El Trador Studios. One-on-one today. The only day.
What's going on with it, man? Grinding, you know it.
Glad to have you back in the Midwest, my man. We just celebrated the opening of the Wisconsin hip hop exhibit. That's super dope, bro.
Shout out Jakes. That was dope, man, for sure.
Shout out. I can't wait to see. You know, it's a humble beginning. You know, a little 300 to 500 square foot exhibit, but it's gonna, expand to a full like several thousand square feet exhibit by 2026, where all of our history is gonna live, including some of your early records, like We Don't Play That with Lil Jon and Bun B, bro.
Fire, bro. It's monumental having being a pillar, you know what I mean, to an area. So that's just dope. It speaks volumes, bro.
We've been rocking together for 15 years. We've got 3 to 5 mixtapes. We got an underground mixtape award together.
Yes, sir.
The $1 Million Voice has definitely been making a million moves across America.
And that's why I got my name. That's crazy. That was the first project where I came with that, and I've been running with it. I really started running with it 3 years ago after it dawned on me. I'm like, man, so I've been running with it since then, but it really been around since we did that mixtape that we won. You know what I mean? Come on now. Got history in the works now. History in the making. You know what I mean?
Building an empire.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, 2025, you really kind of locked in with your entrepreneurial spirit, and you brought the culture shock.
Oh yeah,
man. What's culture shock?
I wanted to create. I got tired of looking in my closet and like, man, I got all these damn shoes. I'm tired of this. So I'm like, I need my own shoes. So I
tired of Nikes.
Yeah, man. And then what happened is I pretty much went online and started doing research of companies overseas. And China was one of the companies, and I started working with them, seeing they work with celebrities, and then here we are. We just created a shoe, and everything started coming together. It took 2 years.
Well, pull up what you got here.
Oh, for sure.
Nail this. I know you can see these.
Yeah.
At
that's what y'all need.
Music.
Yeah, well, I got a cultureshocks.com. You know what I mean? I got a link too on my Instagram as well.
Look at this.
Yeah. Culture Shocks, man. Culture Shocks for sure.
And that's a high quality box too, bro. Like, it's flimsy. It's a well built box. So let's pull these out. Let's take a look real quick. All right, this is something for the ladies right here.
Yeah, the pink berry.
There's a pink berry. Yeah. And then we got a leopard print over there.
Yeah.
This is a really dope shoe.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Look at that toe box. Look at that toe box. And, a familiar bottom. You know what I'm saying? And a familiar print. You know what I mean? Like, this is a nice looking shoe. Good presentation. So you've been rocking these for a couple of months now, man. Like this is really dope, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to get it out there. You know what I mean? And I got a website right now. It just had its first model show. The shoe had its first model show in April in Vancouver.
Like this is really nice leather.
Appreciate you.
Leather and suede.
Yeah,
that's a nice shoe, bro.
Appreciate it.
You spent how long developing these?
2 years. Took me 2 years. Well, first I had to get some samples back. And I had to wear them, make sure they was good. Obviously, I had to design the shoe.
Right.
When they sent me my sample. Matter of fact, the time we did the studio interview at Hayes spot, I was wearing the black ones, and it was a sample pair. Then I finally did my whole big shipment like last year, maybe like 8 months ago. They sent them in, and then I'm like, website built, and things been rolling since then. I just had my first model show that these was in Vancouver, in Canada, like about a month ago. Got good feedback. I was getting ready to run off to the races with it.
Man, you got them in white, you got them in black, you got a few different colorways. Like, that's dope, man. Shock the culture, get your own custom Daiyon.
Come on now.
Man, yeah, that's what's up. That's what it is, man. We starting 2025 out hot, bro, and it's coming into summertime, so we got to shake it up a little more.
Yes, sir. And I do got black, too. And I'm going to have different colors as well. These is the first colors, you feel me?
Man, but they're legit, and they're comfortable, too, man.
Appreciate you.
So we're coming into summer 2025. You've linked up with Russell. And you guys have shot a really dope video. You made a really dope song. It's got a nice vibe to it. It rides in the club. It rides in the radio. It's got, it's kind of speaking to higher vibrations.
Yeah.
Tell us some more trust exercises with Lil Russell.
Trust exercise, man. It speaks to pretty much, you can live like this if you living like that. You know what I mean? It's pretty much telling you, hey, if you grind and you stay to the course, stick to the course, then you can have this type of life. And that's how it is in life. The harder you work, the more you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You know how that works. So That's really what it was. And I got to give him a shout out because when he threw the song to me after he did it, he already laid the canvas. He had the hook and his verse down. So I'm like, you making it this easy for me? I got to go in and, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, man. So that just showed how much he really rocked with me, man. So that was love. And we got another song in the bag, too.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so you've really been locked in with Voodoo Spells, man.
Yeah.
Is this also another joint venture produced by Voodoo?
No. So this is Voodoo. He got some work with me. We got some more bangers, but this is shout out to Sophisto and Foley. Foley was just on Wiz Khalifa. He did the joint with Don Tolliver. Okay. He did like 3 or 4 other records on there. His name is Foley. He from the Bay Area. And then my guy Sophisto, him and him did that beat half and half. You know what I mean? Yeah. He got some credits too as well. So yeah.
Well, Russell's really, really riding the wave right now. He's hot in the Bay Area, but he's
hottest on the West Coast right now.
Yeah, but he's really making his way across, man. I mean, he's doing features in New York, and he's starting to bubble in radio, and this is like a really perfect time to catch Russell, bro.
Man, come on, man. It's like he got Honda commercials, and you know what I mean. What I did with him, man, I was like, you know what? I kept messaging him like year after year since COVID, and at least twice a year. And artists, you got to be persistent in the game. That's what it's about. And I said last year, I just woke up randomly. It was one of those days when you riding and it just popped in my head. Might have been listening to his song or something. I'm like, let me message him real quick. And he messaged me back. He like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, when he had 1.2 million followers. Now, when I first hit him, he was at 100,000. He hit me, and then the rest is history, man. I sent him some beats, and we start cooking, you know.
So tell me about the treatment, bro. Like, you don't got a bank.
Man, that's
like, come on, man.
Man, listen, man.
I'm green screen, ain't no CG.
Nah, that's real.
With a big ass, man.
That's real. What I did is, I like to be creative. I like to think outside of the box. So I obviously went on Peerspace, looked at all of the stuff that you can find on there. Okay. And I seen that bank in Vallejo. The crazy thing about this is when we got to the bank, when Russell got there, he went in there, his eyes got big. Like, man, how you find this bank, bro? He didn't even know. He from Vallejo. He didn't even know he was there. Yeah. He didn't know that bank was there. And then later on, what's crazy is one of the other owners of that spot was his old teacher from 12th grade. Ended up coming there, so they got reacquainted, and it was crazy. It was meant to be, bro. It was meant to be. So that's how I found that, and he was tripping because he had never known that building was there, being that he from Vallejo. Bro, he made it do what it do. You know what I mean?
Man, so 2025 is up. with Russell, Trust Exercise is available on all major platforms. Yeah. As of this point in time, I know you started out with.
Well, I did delay it a little bit. I delayed it just a tad bit because I want to speak on it, but I got something in the works, label-wise, that may be potentially trying to position this song to be bigger than what it is. I should know by in the next week or two. You know what I mean? Then if that don't go how I want it to go, I'm putting it. I already got a drop date on there. You know what I mean? But yeah. But it's at even.biz right now.
I was gonna say you've been rocking Even Biz, and that platform is truly. I want to say it's like a one of a kind, bro, because it allows the fans is a pay what you want model, and fans aren't just paying 99 cents or $1.29 or whatever. I mean, they're giving $20, $40, $50 more, sometimes $10, whatever. Like the fans can choose what they want to give you for the art, and it comes directly to you.
Yeah, directly. My first fan that bought something on there for one song paid $200. Wow. You know what I mean? One song. So you can do the math on that. Technically, what is 99 cents per song? You know what I mean? And so
you don't even get that 99.
Yeah, come on now. You got to break it down. Yeah. So I got all of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, $200 one fan, and the average fan, my stuff was paying like $35.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I said it was doing so well. Wow. I'm like, man, keep it on there. I'm not putting it on. I'm not, because at the end of the day, you got to remember, us as artists, and this is to the artists that's watching this. We spend time on studio, we spend time on the production, we spend time on all of that stuff. When you really look at all of that in the landscape of things, you paying a lot of money. So you got to get that money back. So this is the best way to level and leverage.
But you also have to spend time with your consumer, with your fan.
Yep.
Right? In 2025, especially 2026 going forward, especially this age of social media, if you don't open up and connect with your fans, if you don't show some vulnerability and relatability, like you're not gonna sell anything.
You ain't selling
anything.
It's deeper than music,
right? Especially like with social media, TikTok, Instagram. Like you reached out to Russell for 4 years to make this opportunity happen.
Yeah.
I talk to people every day that, you know, they just, you know, hundreds of thousands of people messaging their favorite artists that may or may not even read it or may read it and not have a chance to respond to it, right? Like, we're in an age of direct connection.
Yeah.
Right? So it means more to a consumer when they can get your music and your product and your merch directly from you than by going through a third-party store that's making you wait 4 months and taxing you for 40% of your money.
Come on now. Come on.
You know what I mean? It's just, you know, direct connection. If you're going to spend that time creating, you're going to spend that time pursuing and chasing the stream, you have to spend that time chasing your consumer and interacting with them too, because otherwise, why are they going to buy your ticket? Why are they going to buy your album? Because you're going to come to the show. Because there's other artists out there that have made it just because they spent that time.
Come on now.
Making that relationship.
And then they feel part of the rollout as well. Yeah. When you go in the evening, I get to drop that song, and then I put a bonus video on there, and then I put like some merch on there, and then I put different things that keep them coming back, and they feel like you cultivated this little like home of theirs that they help build with you. You know what I mean? As opposed to you dropping something online and they don't really know about you. You feel me?
And it also gives you like a circular point. Like, you may not be able to have a website yet. You may not be able to have a photo shoot yet. You might not be at a point where you have, you know, a ton of these physical products yet, right? So it gives you a landing point to launch.
Yeah, for sure. And Spotify, no shade at them, but this model just helps you be more. It helps you connect with the fans.
Absolutely. And as an artist, you know, you are walking away more dollar for dollar than on any other platform. Big shout out to you.
And the money coming to your bank is, as the money come in, it's coming to you day by day.
Wow.
So literally, if you say you went on there and you purchased Trust Exercise today, that money is coming straight to me, and if I need it for some artist that's out there, you might have a bill or something. You can use that towards that. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
There ain't no waiting.
That's innovation, man. You know,
no way.
You know, it doesn't need to be in Spotify or Apple Music or whatever to make waves. You know what I'm saying? Like, look what we've done, just hitting a little bit of radio, a little bit of, you know, a little bit of social media.
Organic.
You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna, you know, it's not even all, you can't even put it into songs like on TikTok or Instagram yet, right? Like, it's got to be in the back.
Got to be.
You know what I mean? So,
yes, sir.
You know, everything that you've done on this has been 100% organic.
Organic.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, without putting it out there directly, like, it's been more profitable than other releases at an earlier point, which gives you that freedom to really.
Facts. I agree. This is definitely by far, like, I'm loving the experience. It's helping me learn more about the business in general when it comes to direct consumer. You know what I mean? So it's it was challenging at first, because I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 days it was hours and hours just getting everything set up how I wanted it on there. But once I got it, I'm like, yeah, this is it. So it's dope. It's real dope. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Stay on the $1 Million Voice in the studio today. You just did a performance with Gucci, man.
Yeah.
You're about to go on tour. I'll let you announce that here in a second, man. But, like, you know, you've been doing this for a couple of decades, man. You're always on the grind. You're always making things happen. With Russell, Gucci, what's next, man?
Man, well, right now, I got the tour coming up. Shout out Blazo too. You know what I mean? That was the reason I got in that Gucci concert. He wanted me to get in there with him. But I just got a word that Jeezy is actually allowing me to do the tour with him. He only picking 2 or 3 people. So the guy that's working with him, who works with his DJ, his agent, he like, man, we want to have you. We would love to have you.
Yeah, Survivor. Right
there, and he got me going on. I asked him, he like, we got you going on right before Jeezy, bro. Like, oh yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that, just to kind of grow my fan base and you know what I mean, be able to connect with him potentially.
You've got a resume, man, and I know you got some more stuff in the talk. You know, you got the game, Jim Jones joints that, you know, just waiting for the time,
for sure,
and the right minute. You know what I mean? But like, bro, like, you're on a whole nother level right now.
Appreciate
and even just Trust Exercise. You know what I mean? Like, you turn on a different page. Like, Mob, get with the program. Trust Exercises. They're 3 different sides of Daiyon. And ultimately, like, that really just, I think, we've been resonating with this journey. You know, like, help one another.
Yeah, no, definitely. This journey is really about, like I said, staying to the course, sticking to your pivot, man. And everything that you want in life is gonna come to you, but you gotta go get it. You can't sit back. You gotta go grab it. It might not be in I had to go outside of Beloit and outside of Madison, outside of Wisconsin to go grab it. But
if still come back.
Yeah, I always come back. You got to come back. You know what I mean? But if you show people and they looking at your story from afar, and they seeing how you do it. We are vessels, like I was saying, we are vessels. So anything that any artist out there that may need help or any kind of direction, they can always reach out to me, and I'm gonna tell them, hey, this is what I did. Now, I may not, what work for me may not work for you, but at least I can give you insight and, you know what I mean, some connections I may have. If, you know what I mean?
A little bit different, right? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, you know, I mean, I used to tell people, you know, the same thing in a different way. Like, you go to New York, you go to LA, you go to Atlanta, you go there for 2 weeks. That's work here for 6 months.
Man,
right?
I gotta start telling people that. I gotta start using
that, and that's what it really comes down to. So if you can go to the major hub,
come on now,
3-4 times a year, you know, now you're turning 12 or 18 months worth of job potential opportunities into a 12-month period. You always want to talk about raising your bottom line, growing your income, making more money.
Yes.
How you get there, you do more in the same amount of time.
Really?
So you get out of Wisconsin, you go to New York, you spend 2 weeks there. In one day, you're going to run into 3 people you didn't plan.
As soon as you get off the plane.
You know what I mean? Just because of where it's at. You go to LA, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the music industry is kind of moving more, you know, out of LA to Atlanta. And even in New York, it's scaling down. But you go to Atlanta for 2 weeks, you got work for 6 months.
Come on now.
Here.
Come on now.
If you can apply it, make the connections, follow through.
He ain't lying.
And do something with it. You know what I mean?
Facts. He ain't lying.
I just have to get out. You have to get out of this space. You know what I mean? And I was doing it for a while, and I got a family, and, you know, now we kind of settled down here. You know what I mean? But like the proof's in the pudding, you know, like look at all, like we did 3 Who Kid mixtapes, 5 years into unit radio.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like that didn't happen because I stayed in Madison.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like you didn't meet Voodoo.
Nah.
You stayed in Madison.
Nah, and you got to, and the main thing is, you can't be afraid of change. A lot of people be scared of change. You can't be afraid of that. You got to be able to
embrace it.
You got to embrace that, bro. You might be scared before you leave, and get butterflies or whatnot. But when you get out, that's how you know. Come on, man. Right? Come on, man. For real.
Because if you're staying in a comfort zone, that means someone's gonna take it from you. So if you're putting yourself in a new situation, there's always new money and new opportunities, new things to come with it. You know?
Yeah, man. That's a fact.
So man, so Jeezy tour, you're gonna hit 10 dates approximately?
Yeah, 10 days. I was gonna do 7, but I'm gonna do, they said they gonna let me do 10. He got way more dates than that, but I'm happy to be part of that, man. 10 dates is cool. Even if it was 7, I'm cool. I'm gonna get off and be able to grow my fan base and leverage. Hey, I'm happy with that.
But that's how they do it though now. I mean, you look at like Lil Wayne just announced his tour, and, you know, he's got 2 or 3 people coming nationwide, but they've got regional people that are going in everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, it's just the way it goes. Like you're getting the Midwest portion of Jeezy's tour. Like the last time what he did for on the East Coast and West Coast, but that's a super dope, man. It's a really great opportunity. Like you said, you're going to come out in a different place and more, you know, more fans, more visibility. And you know, you got your merch ready. So, you know, it's time to trailer up and hit that road, bro.
Man, I'm ready. And that, you know, crazy thing is when I went to New York last year, the guy Sab who worked with Arista, the VP there, he like, bro, everything is already set up for you. All you need is shows, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. Did everything else.
That's where the money is.
Yeah, like,
I mean? Like in this day and age, in this industry, if you want to be in hip hop, if you're not performing, you're not going to make money, because 99-cent album downloads, whether it's 60% somebody else's money, and you're losing 30% out the gate, that 60% goes to someone else. Like that ain't where it at, bro. You got to have merch, you got to have tour, you got to, you know, the 360 deal like killed the industry, but like it just makes you have to work harder. And it makes you have to work for yourself. So you don't need the label deal. If you go do it yourself, you have 100 fans, 1,000 fans, you'll make more money than you will on a label deal with $250,000.
Yeah, come on now. And you keep that little following, that niche community, just like Currency. He got a niche, community that he can make money off of every year, cult following. He don't gotta have 3, 4, 5 million followers, you know what I mean, or fans. He got a certain selected few that buy his stuff every time, feed his family, he giving them good music, and he keep running it up.
He just took the Nipsey blueprint, man.
Come on.
Albums at $100 a pop, and my real fans will buy them.
Yeah.
And the last time he upped it to like 200 albums.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, do that math, 100 times 100. Bro, like if you can't, you know, do that 2-3 times a year, like come on.
Yeah, you good, man. You're good. Then you doing shows on top of that too. You really can be independent. Is the new powerhouse. the new major. Independency is the new major. And you can live and sustain off of being an independent artist. You ain't got to be the biggest artist. It's not about being famous. It's about the money. You know what I mean? If the fame, if it come, cool. But if you can be able to provide for your family and everybody, you know what I'm saying, around you that's helping you, and y'all can eat off of that, bro, why not? Let's get it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. 2025, the year of Daiyon. The Culture Shock shoes.
Yeah, baby.
They here. And these are nice. I really like these too. Appreciate you. He's got some men's colors. He's got women's colors. Yeah. You know, they got the leather. He's got the suede. He's got white. He's got like the white ones. I can't wear white, but they're hot. They're hot. They like them. Yeah. You're going on tour. How can Madtown and everybody beyond follow you and tap in with the tour, with the shoes, and get everything Daiyon?
Right now, if you want to tap in with me personally, just hit me up on the gram at Daiyon Music. That's on Instagram at DAIYONMUSIC. That's my Instagram. And then when you go to my link tree, everything else is there. From the Culture Shocks, from the YouTube, from the Spotify, and all of that stuff. That's all on there.
Man, and Trust Exercise, the new single with La Russell. It's available on Even Biz.
Even Biz, EVEN.biz. If you go there, and we actually just did something special. If you grab the song, I got a free bonus song called 3.5 on there. I'm just giving away. I'm giving away, you know what I mean? 2 for 1. You got a 2 for 1 on there. You know what I mean? And I'm going to gradually build it up, but y'all can go grab that. But I am going to release it real soon. I'm just trying to figure out a couple of things.
Yeah, he also does shout outs on his Instagram and stuff too, man. Yeah. So, you know, show some love. He shows some love back. Yeah. Violator Radio, uncut.com. You can catch this interview and all of them more. You can also find all of our affiliate stations. We run from Madison to Miami to Baltimore, all the way across the country. Our studio is brought to you by El Trador. Got to shout these guys out of Rockford. Huge shout out to Jones B and RJ. El Trador is the smoothest tequila that you're going to find on the market. And I tell you, there's no hangover. Not at all. They got 3 different bottles. They're super affordable, and you can get them at Woodman's and at any local distributors. El Trador, check them out. And they're going to be available at your club. What's your club?
Man, we got a shout out to Blazo. Me and Blazo, my business partner, we got a club in Bloy called Escape Bar and Lounge. Make sure y'all check us out. And we're going to put something together with, you know what I mean, that up in there. We already got the rep on the nail, but we're going to figure this out right here. This needs to be in there for sure.
So this is the El Trador Blanco. This is the newest, freshest tequila that they've squeezed. It's fairly fresh. It's fairly new. It's very smooth. It smells good. It doesn't have any it doesn't burn or anything like that. This is the Raspado. This is aged 1 to 2 years, and it's a little bit smoother, but this is the Anejo, and this is aged 3 to 5 years, and you can tell just the difference in the 3 different bottles. You know, they get darker as they get older. They get finer with time. So check out El Trador. You can learn more at violatorradiouncut.com.
It's a fact. And I want to do I want to give you your flowers, bro. You know what I mean? You definitely been supportive of the movement, and that's why I always double back and get with you. Like, yo, I got this coming up. I got this coming up. I always double back. So no, shout out to you, love. You already know.
Appreciate you.